Chelsea's 2-0 defeat to Manchester United dealt a big blow to their hopes of Champions League qualification. Although Frank Lampard's side remain in fourth, they're now just 1 point ahead of fifth-place Spurs, who they face at Stamford Bridge this weekend. The Blues have scored just 1.23 goals per game at the Bridge this term, the second lowest ratio in the club's Premier League history. Chelsea fans will now be dreading the prospect of an old-school Jose Mourinho masterclass on Saturday.
Any big game, particularly a London derby, it helps going in if you've got some form, if you've got some confidence behind you. I think it's just an interesting dynamic now having Frank as the Chelsea manager, Jose as the Spurs manager. What's going on the sideline is very, very interesting and significant.
Mason Mount made a great start to the campaign, scoring 4 goals in his first 10 league games. However, in the 16 matches since, the 21-year-old has only found the net on 1 occasion. But is that inconsistency to be expected?
Most younger players, we've all been there. You all get swept along and almost carried away with everything that happens for you. The opposition become more aware of you. They're more in tune with what you can do. So all of a sudden they're tracking those runs of Mason Mount a little bit more today than they were back in August.
But although Lampard's been praised for putting his faith in youth, he now has the lowest Premier League win percentage of any Chelsea manager since Roman Abramovich's arrival in 2003. Lampard will know as well as anyone that results are vital. Tottenham left it late at Aston Villa last weekend, winning 3-2 in stoppage time courtesy of Son Heung-min's second goal of the game. However, that joy was soon tempered by the news that Son is set for a spell on the sidelines with a fractured elbow. Tottenham's issues were highlighted on Wednesday in their 1-0 defeat at home to RB Leipzig. Since Harry Kane's injury on New Year's Day, Son has scored 4 of Spurs' 7 Premier League goals. The question now is, where are those goals going to come from? And with a lack of fit forwards available, Jose may switch his focus to the defence. Spurs have conceded 1.21 goals per game under Mourinho in the Premier League, a much higher ratio than he enjoyed at both Manchester United and Chelsea.
It's still very early days for Jose and Spurs, and of course they've had and have got contractual situations with key players. There's been a couple of new ones coming in that he's trying to integrate a little bit more. Lo Celso, Lloris now coming back, Harry Kane missing. There's a number of reasons why we haven't seen, I don't think yet, I don't really class this yet as Jose's Spurs.
Lampard got one over on his former manager back in match week 18, as Willian scored both goals for Chelsea in an outstanding 2-0 win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a match which also saw Son controversially red-carded. And history is certainly on Chelsea's side in this fixture. They've won 29 games against Tottenham in the Premier League, more than they've managed against any other opponent, having also scored 100 goals against them in 55 meetings. Mourinho hasn't won any of his last 4 trips to Stamford Bridge as a visiting manager, although he was victorious with Inter back in 2010. No team has ever done the double over Jose in the Premier League, so could Lampard become the first man to do so?
I just don't think Jose will want to go at the Bridge. And I think he'd love to win, of course he would, but I don't think he comes out there getting beat. Chelsea have been a little strange this season, all season really at home. I go 1-1.